reached a turning point.
Hello everyone, my name is Randy Whipple and I hail from the big city of Sumter, South Carolina. A little bit about myself: I am a husband, I'm a father, I'm a son, I'm a veteran, and most of all I'm a child of God. My desire is to ultimately own my own advertising agency. As a child, I always been fascinated with media, so it was no surprise that my dream was one day to have my life be filled with nothing but media. It was when my mother began to struggle financially that my dreams deferred a little. I saw military as an option because I didn't want to see her struggling. I didn't want her to worry about my well-being and my financial stability. So I decided to go on in the military. But during my time in the military, that's when I also shift focus from what my dreams were and what I wanted to be. The concept that resonated with me during my reading of Robert Greene's Mastery was too often we find ourselves separating our lives into work and outside of work. That resonated with me because I've done that. I've done that myself. I was always worried about, making money and, not having time for what my goals and my dreams and ambitions were. So that stuck out to me more than anything. Another part that stood out to me in the book was when he said the first move towards mastery is always inward. Learning who you really are and reconnecting with that innate force. That resonated with me as well because, as I said earlier, as a child, I knew what I wanted to be. It was like this desire that no matter what anybody tried to say, nothing can take me away from knowing that that's what I was supposed to be. Also in the book, I think they label it as vocation. Another part that stood out to me, and I must say that this has been the most one that I can relate to, is when he says that the way back requires sacrifice. That you cannot have everything in the present, but you must see where your life is in the future. 5 or 10 years down the line. That I can relate to that because when I decided to quit my job and go back to school, a lot of people gave me the side eye. A lot of people wondered, why was you doing this? Why was you giving up this good job to go after a dream? But it's not a dream to me, it's a purpose. And needless to say, I'm starting to see the fruits of my labor come into work, come into fruition. The strategy that stood out to me more was when he said, avoid the false path. That strategy fits me more than anything because while I was in the military, I began to think, maybe I need to make a career out of this. I'm making a good amount of money, I have financial stability, and I'm being able to see the world. But I had to realize that that's not what was making me happy. That's not really what I wanted. And when I realized that I was living in that false light, that's when I realized that it was time for me to do what I wanted to do and what was always there for me. My dream career path is to graduate from graduate school, cum laude, magna cum laude, with honors, and to correct my financial mistakes I made over the years, open my own advertising agency, and to have that agency become one of the Fortune 500 companies. During the next few weeks, I anticipate learning how to effectively identify my mastery, how to master my mastery, and also network with others in other programs